Today's 3D review, Tomb Raider, starring Alicia Vikander, the 2018 reboot of this film. What did I think of it? Let's find out today in the video. Welcome back to the channel for another 3D review. So today we're going to be looking at the Tomb Raider reboot. So this came out in 2018 and starred Alicia Vikander in the main role, Dominic West playing Richard Croft, and Walter Goggins playing the kind of antagonist. The basic plot of the film is they're searching for this lady who is kind of got this curse which basically going to like turn people into sort of zombies, decay their bodies and this sort of stuff. So they want to stop that from happening. Well, certainly Richard Croft wants that to stop that happening, but Walter Goggins, his character, he's very much wanting to try and find this for a corporation and kind of harness it for sort of control, I guess, of people. So in this rebooted version, we see a young Lara Croft, kind of at the beginning of her career as an adventurer. We'd had the previous two films starring Angelina Jolie as an experienced archaeologist, adventurer, and we'd had a couple of films from her. This film was very much based on the sort of reiteration of the computer game. It looks very, very similar to that in a lot of ways. And there are a couple of things sort of taken from the computer game, one being the plane which is kind of perched on the edge of a waterfall. And yeah, that's a fantastic scene in the film. So this sees Lara Croft going from London. We do see some scenes in London. She's kind of finding her footing, trying to find out what happened to her father. And that leads her to this island where this tomb is found. Anyway, let's get on to the 3D, which is why you're really here. There's a lot of depth in this 3D presentation, not really any pop outs. The only pop out I can kind of think of actually is towards the end of the film, where there is a helicopter which is leaving the island, and that kind of does look like it's coming out of the screen. This 3D presentation is very much sort of looking into a window. There are some scenes which are set underwater, and underwater scenes are always really good in 3D, and here they are as well. There's certain scenes where Lara is under the water in certain sort of action scenes, and you get a great sense of depth with the sort of underwater sort of surrounding. There are some great shots on the island where, like I say, that scene with the plane where she's trying to negotiate through the plane, and the plane kind of tips on its end. It's disintegrating, it's all rusted, and she's trying to get back to the sort of land because she's got caught on this plane as she was about to go over the waterfall. And there's some great depth scenes where you're kind of looking down in her sort of viewpoint. Real sense of depth, which is absolutely fantastic for 3D. There's a lot of cave scenes in this film as well, so you get a good sense of perspective, very much sort of looking into the screen. Like I say, very few pop outs in this. Looks great on Blu-ray, 3D Blu-ray. You get to see a lot of sort of fine textures on the face, like you would the 4K. And yeah, I was very, very impressed with this one. I hadn't seen this film for some time, and like I say, it was redone in 2018, so this isn't that old, although I guess a couple of years time we're all coming up to the 10th anniversary. But I have this wonderful edition from, I think it's HD Zeta. It is indeed 110 there. It's got a nice lenticular on the front there, spot gloss on the back. It does contain a steelbook, which I've got the 3D copy in, and I've also popped the 4K disc in. and it comes with some extras as well. If you're interested in me doing a closer look at this edition, yeah, pop down in the comments that you'd like to see a more in-depth look at this particular edition. Yeah, I really think it's worth the upgrade to 3D. If you've just got the Blu-ray, the 4K looks great as well, but if you're like me and you really enjoy your 3D presentations, I'd certainly give this a thumbs up. It's well worth your time, and you'll have a blast watching Tomb Raider. So stick down in the comments, have you seen this film in 3D, or do you have the 4K? Yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts, what you thought of the 3D. Did you see this in the cinema in 3D as well? Please give the video a thumbs up. That really does help me out, and it tells YouTube that you like these 3D reviews, and that encourages me to continue doing these for you. I'll leave a playlist here as well for other 3D reviews if you're new to the channel. Thanks ever so much for watching the review. Take care. See you next time.